What's up, y'all? We're here at Rota headquarters at Pinewood Studios in London. I'm here with the managing director of Rota.
Hey guys.
Rod Gammons, my amigo. You guys don't use that word over here, do you?
No.
No, my brother. Okay, we're being interrupted by somebody right now, even though we're live streaming. But we've had a lot of questions about the Neo 2 that we wanted to answer for you guys. And a lot of questions about using other cables, using other transmitters, using all that stuff, because people really want to know about this light. This light's changing the way lighting is done in the industry, and it's amazing. And what we want to do is answer some of these questions for you guys. So we're going to be talking about the light. We have some awesome people here who are going to be feeding us questions. I'm going to listen to myself because we haven't turned the audio off on the other devices. But bottom line is we're going to show you guys some options out there, because when the Neo 2 was announced, it was announced with a Skyport trigger, right? The Rotalight trigger made by Elechrome, optimized by Elechrome, that can enable you guys to get some great shots and use high-speed sync off camera. But there's a lot of you guys out there, and then speaking to my Fedora Nation, a lot of you guys out there are very interested to know whether or not you can use some of the Flashpoint stuff or some of the Godox stuff, because that's stuff that we've spoken about and used for quite a while. And photographers out there, I mean, what are we? We definitely want to make sure that we maximize our money, so I totally get that. What's up, Chris Lai? Hi, Jason. Greets from Amsterdam. Jason, this video was awesome. Thank you. Hello, Jason. Shout out to all the photographers here in Vietnam. Shout out. All right, so what's up, Via? I remember you, girl. You saw me in LA. What's up, Jason? Can it overpower the sun? If this, especially if you guys use the this setup here that I'm going to ruin my light with, but this setup here with the AOS battery or any V-mount battery, the Rotalight battery hooked into the back of this puppy, it's super duper strong. If you use it with double A's, it's still strong. Greets from Sweden. What's up? I just ordered the Neo 2. Nice. From New York, Panama, Dominican Republic. You guys are representing from all over the globe. That's awesome. From Albany, New York. Perfect. You're a real artisan with media, bro. That's right. All right, so Bunny Aurora from India. What's up? On the website, you cannot use the drop down for the trigger to pick. Oh, that's a good thing to know.
Mint Pig's working on that. It's going to be fixed in the next hour.
Oh, there's
Stay tuned, guys.
There's this bastard who works here named Mint Pig, who see, this is what happens when we live stream.
Bring him in.
Hey, Mint Pig. So, but we're working on all that stuff, guys. Anything else you want to add?
Well, basically, any Neo questions you guys have, please submit it right now. You know, triggers, whatever you want to ask. Now's the time, and we'll answer it for you.
Jason, come to Mexico. You want me to go to Mexico?
We do want to do Mexico.
Do you know Mexico's like their #1 market? Is that right?
Well, #1 following on Facebook.
Yeah, #1's America, of course.
Right.
USA. But is #2 Britain for you guys?
US and then UK. It's big for us.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Same as me. Imagine that. What's up from 412, Jason? When you come? Oh God, these are coming quick. Okay, hi from China. Y'all are awesome. I love you guys. Anyways, so what we wanted to show you guys, we wanted to start this video off by showing you guys what you can do with the Flashpoint triggers or the Godox triggers. It's the same thing, guys. Godox rebrands them. The same plant out of China sells Godox, Flashpoint, Cheetah, all of them. All they do, guys, is slap different names on them just so you guys know. So what we're going to show you guys is we've set up the Neo 2.
So this is the Godox X1, which I know a lot of you guys are using. We just put that on the bottom of a light stand here with a hot shoe. And yeah, what's really cool is one of the questions we weren't even sure about ourselves, so we've had a play today, is we've got a Sony a6300 here, which I'll pass to the man himself.
Pause. He's going to pause it to me.
And we've been testing with the Godox. So this is working beautifully. So you just take a PC sync cable from the Godox into the sync port on the back of your Neo. Now, there we go. And
so guys, what happens is, if you guys want to know how jimmy rig this is and how much you can jimmy rig your stuff, because we're always jimmy rigging stuff, you take, this is a Godox receiver, that's a Nikon receiver, working with a Sony transmitter. So you can use Sony receiver, you can use a Canon receiver, a Nikon receiver. Now, over in the States, the only place you can buy this stuff is through Adorama. The only place you can buy one of these receivers is through Adorama, and sometimes the Sonys are not available, which blows. So if not, guys, you can, if you have a receiver, and this is true if you're using any of the Flashpoint system or Godox system, you can use any of the receivers and it will communicate with the camera. So if you have a transmitter, you have to have the right transmitter, but if you have a Sony transmitter and then you have this, then you're going to be good to go.
So, by the way, Godox have announced a Sony receiver for the X1. So it's the X1 RS. And we checked earlier today, and it's listed at B&H now. It's $48, and they're saying 7 to 14 days. It's on Amazon.com for pre-order now. Again, 7 to 14 days, and they're saying $49 as well. So if you have the X1, you can actually buy a Sony one if you want, but you can mix brands. So if you have a Sony transmitter, you can use a Nikon or a Canon receiver, and it's going to work perfectly with the Neo 2.
Absolutely. So, you know, whenever a product comes out, we as photographers are always looking to maximize our money, which makes complete sense. So if you guys already have a transmitter and receiver system, you can fire these Neo 2s off camera flash. And that's one thing that's really awesome, is you don't have to worry about going out more money if you don't want to. And again, we get that. We get that. Even though Rota selling this transmitter, they understand that. Rod, I'm very proud of him. Rod is a little protege of mine. He's taken up photography, and he's doing really great. He's sporting a new A7R2, and
that's all your fault.
It is all your fault. It is all your fault. I took the millions that Sony gave me to switch, and I bought him all his own gear.
If I wish that was true.
The truth is, I'm his sugar daddy. So, what is a Neo? Come on, y'all, get with the program. This is a Neo right here. It's the only professional level portable LED flash, high-speed sync, off-camera flash option.
Yeah, so you've got right on the back here, you can adjust brightness. You can see I'm adjusting brightness here. I get a display of the color, so I can adjust this from warm or cool right on the back. You can plug your AA's right in the back. And by the way, we should talk about batteries.
Let's talk about batteries.
So PowerX Pro basically make an incredibly high capacity, super high quality battery. And in your testing, Jason, I believe you found these to be the best.
Absolutely, and you guys know I teamed up with PowerX, and we're bringing all the families together here. This is a Fedora Nation family that we're bringing together. So the PowerX Pros are amazing, and they're going to make some specific batteries just for Rota called the Lionheart.
Yeah, Lionheart AAs. They're going to be available to order later today on Rotalight.com.
Perfect.
And shortly B&H and all the other guys too.
Perfect. I'm trying to watch the questions. You guys are streaming them through, and we so appreciate that, guys. So it's very, very appreciated. Can you use these with Sony's A6300, 6500? Any of the Sony mirrorless will work with this. Any of them. Even the A-mount would work with this for the Sony users. For Nikon and Canon users, same thing. It's all going to work, guys. When Rotalight and I teamed up on developing and producing this product, well, I don't produce it. They pay for all that crap. But when we talked about doing this, we wanted something that worked and was easy, a plug and play, and that's exactly what this is. So if you want a system that's you can control everything, and you can control the flash output and control the color balance, the white balance, all that stuff, then you're going to want to get the Skyport trigger that's a Rotalight trigger.
We could demonstrate that as well right now. Why don't we do that? So this is the trigger, guys. So this is an Elinchrom, we call it the Rotalight High Speed Sync Trigger by Elinchrom. It's available to order right now on Rotalight.com. And it's been optimized for us by Elinchrom, so you can actually go on their website. If you already own an Elinchrom Skyport transmitter, so if you have the Plus HS, which is their high-speed sync one, that will work right now with the Neo 2. You just download a free software update from elinchrom.com, and then your existing transmitter works great. If you don't have one, you can pick this up. Now, the advantage of doing this is if you plug in a Godox, is going to work great. You'll get high-speed sync, no problem. What you won't get is you can't control remotely the color or the brightness or modeling levels wirelessly. With this, it actually displays to me on the screen that is connected to the Neo, and I can actually adjust. Let me bring this Neo here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So as I play with this Elinchrom, can you see the brightness level is changing remotely? And if I hit this button here, I can change the color, and it's actually telling me on the back of the Neo what color temperature this is set to. Now, this will work from 656 feet. It actually works. We've tested it through 3 concrete walls, and yes, they were in a military
Wind tunnel
facility.
Yeah.
Like a couple hundred feet through probably like 10 feet of concrete, and it's triggering.
It's perfect. Yeah.
So that's the advantage, you know, that you're going to get a more consistent, reliable trigger, and you get more functions. But if you already have them, then that works great too.
And guys, we're not ignoring the questions. I'm trying to read them as they're coming in. So we're not ignoring questions. We're just trying to get some information out there, and then we'll answer questions. So we're not. You guys know me. I'll answer anything. So, do you have to? I'm in trying to read these as we're going. Someone keeps saying, "Good question, Bob." So what did Bob ask so I can answer? You don't have to switch this into high-speed sync mode. Thanks, Darren. You don't have to switch this into high-speed sync mode when you are firing it. With the Neo comes built in with it. It'll go from complete normal sync to high-speed sync without having to switch anything on the Neo, which is perfect. And you don't have to switch anything on the camera. You just have to make sure that your transmitter is set up properly. So in other words, if you're using like the flash point of the Godox system, what you want to make sure you do is just have it in there. And on the Sonys, you're just going to want to make sure you have it in wireless mode, and then that'll work perfect.
So the question Bob asked was, how does this compare in power to a speed light? And, you know, guide numbers, f-stops. I think we were talking about that the other day, so maybe that's a good one to address.
Yeah, absolutely. So how does this compare? And I saw another question that's relevant. Does this have a power pack? Yes, it does. Yep. You can either power these through AA's or use the power pack here.
So I'll show you what we're doing, guys. So if anyone owns an EOS or an Nova Pro, this is literally the battery, the Rota battery, and you get a D-tap cable, which is on our website, I think it's like $19 or maybe even less than that. It's not very expensive. That goes straight into the DC socket on your Neo. And because this battery is very high voltage, running on this power pack, it will run firstly for 10 hours at continuous power. That's 100% brightness. But it also gives you the 500% flash option as opposed to 250% on AAs as well, because it's such a high voltage battery. And it doesn't have to be the Rota battery, it could be any V-Lock battery that's got a D-tap connection on it. And this is the little cable here. Also, by the way, guys, when you buy a Neo, it comes with a pouch. This is great for hanging off the light stand, so it's got a little silvered coil, so we literally just hang that right off here, and it will sit in that all day long, so you don't have to that's really easy to attach. So that works great.
And then in regards to the flash output, I would say that in regards to comparing this to a flash, it's probably about, from your high-end flashes, guys like the Sony HVLF60 and stuff like that, I'd say it's probably going to fire at about 70% of that, just so you guys know. I'd say it's very similar to using the EOS and comparing the EOS to a mono light. See, I talk about this all the time, and it's really true, guys, if you see it in my work. We take flash, and we take let's just talk about a speed light. We take a speed light, and we put it on our camera, but then we immediately have to set it. If we have to shoot it 1:1, then because we need the power, we have to really diffuse that light to make it soft and pleasing light. And when I worked with Rota Light, what I said is, it's not that we need a ton of power, we need the right amount of power, but we need that power to be soft. We need the light to be soft when it comes out. And that's one of the key differences between flash and using this LED flash combo, is the fact that it does that. So I hope that helps you guys out there. If you're looking to go bare bulb and stuff like that, then and you just want really harsh, nasty light, then I'd stick with a speed light. If you're looking for something that's more pleasing, soft light that you don't have to diffuse nearly as much, that's what I would go. Is it powerful enough to light a small group of people? Absolutely. 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 And what you guys are going to see over the next coming weeks is, because there are so many questions about this light, and because nobody else in the world has them, thanks, Rob, because I'm the only one with them, as long as I don't fall through any more floors. You know what this guy told me when I fell through the floor and busted my leg? Just please don't get any blood on the Neo 2. Now, you guys don't give him any hate. We're like brothers, so he's just teasing me. But the bottom line is, I'm going to be showing you guys what this can do, and I'm going to be showing you some of the modifiers and stuff that you guys can utilize to make this an amazing light for you. You guys know I don't talk about products or do products unless it's really good stuff. I really don't. And this stuff is fantastic. And Does it fit every single purpose for photographers out there? No, it doesn't. No product does. Does it fit about 80-90% for me? Yes. And you guys know I shoot a very wide array of photography. I do a lot of different stuff. So how many can you connect? You can connect 10.
In 4 groups.
In 4 different groups. So just like utilizing flash and stuff, you can connect these and put these together. You can change power ratios, you can change, and guys, the other thing that we haven't talked about a lot is the fact that you can change the white balance on these, the color coming out of it. You can't do that with flash. And we used that a lot yesterday. When you guys see this wind tunnel video come out, that is truly next level stuff. It's true, it was amazing.
So maybe guys, if I just summarize very briefly in case you guys didn't see the video, the advantages of Neo 2 versus Neo 1, because I've seen a couple questions about that. So the first thing is Neo 2 compared to Neo 1 is 85% brighter in continuous mode. So specifically that's 2000 lux at 3 feet versus 1077. So that's the one thing to not forget. When we mention this as a flash, now everyone's thinking about it just as a flash. But actually as a continuous, like there's a number of, you can shoot what you see. It's a great way of working. And that's the way you would normally work unless you need more power, right?
Correct. Exactly.
So 85% brighter. Now in flash mode, it's 250% brighter than that on AA batteries, or 500% brighter if you use either the provided power supply or connect it to a higher power source like a V-Lock battery, like the Rota B battery. We have high-speed sync flash in Neo 2. The original Neo couldn't flash. That's at 1/8000, and there's no recycle time. And I think it's worth talking about that. I mean, that's such a big advantage, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, guys, that's another advantage over flash. Is flash, you're looking at, if you fire flash at 1:1, if we're going to talk about power, if you fire flash at 1:1, you're looking at a 3-4 second recycle time. And not only that, you'll burn through, you're going to absolutely burn Maddie's girlfriend.
Excuse me?
Somebody wrote Maddie as a girlfriend goal.
I want to say hi.
It's that Spadito guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Say hi.
And someone seconds that. So Maddie's watching right here. So Maddie's here, guys.
Hi, guys. I'm watching from the sidelines.
But that's pretty funny. I love it. We got to mix it up. But no, so the fact that it recycles and does all that is awesome, guys. In regards to, I'm trying to read through all the other questions. Does it work with the R2 transmitter? Absolutely. That's what I'm using right here. This is the R2 transmitter right here, guys. That's why we wanted it. Guys, look, I was supposed to fly to Ireland today. This wasn't planned. We came back to Rota because you guys out there are asking so many questions about this light and what it will work with your existing systems, and so that's why we came in and shot this.
So someone's asking how long does Neo ask on AAs? So on flashes, and this is another crazy thing.
For the America, you'd say double A's.
Double A's. Right, okay, fine. Double A's. A typical speed light will do something between 250 to 400 flashes before it's completely out of batteries. Now, Jason shoots A9, that can do 20 frames a second. So literally, if it could keep up, which it can't, a typical speed light would be out of battery in 10 seconds.
Right.
This can do 85,000 full power flashes on a single set of AA batteries. If you're using this in continuous mode, if you had this at 100% power, you'd get between an hour and a half to 2 hours runtime. But in reality, this light is very, very bright. Even on the shoot yesterday, when it was completely pitch black, we had this on like 55% for some of the shots, with a softbox on the front, cutting a stop and a half of light output. And that was plenty of output. So it's unlikely you would run this at 100% the whole time. And in flash mode, the modeling light level is intentionally slightly less bright, so it doesn't blind the model. And it's a bit more pleasant to work with. So you're going to run a whole shoot on a battery, no problem.
Absolutely. And guys, again, seeing all the questions coming through, I'm trying to answer them. Will it handle sea spray and stuff? Yeah, actually, the Rotolite teamed up with, who was it? Who makes your cover?
Porta Brace.
Porta Brace makes a cover that makes this thing Jason proof. So you guys can put this in a cover and it will absolutely...
Yeah, you could use it in a tropical, it's completely rain resistant with that cover. So that's the Porta Brace rain cover. It's on our website right now as well, the Neo rain cover.
And you guys are also asking questions about stuff like, sorry, my kid sent me an approval request. You guys are also asking questions about Sigma cameras and stuff. Guys, it's not the light that isn't compatible. It just has everything to do with if you have the right trigger system for your camera. So if you're a Sigma user and you have a high-speed sync capable trigger system, it'll work. You just got to plug it into the PC sync port. In regards to the Sky port being available, currently it's just available for Sony, Nikon, Canon, Panasonic, and Olympus, and Fuji is coming shortly.
Yep.
Whether or not Sigma is into that mix, I don't know the answer to that, but honestly, guys, let's just face it, they make transmitters for the most popular cameras. It's just the truth. So.
For you Fuji guys out there though, Fuji being a bit slow actually just releasing their high-speed sync protocol to flash manufacturers, which is why hardly any trigger manufacturer makes triggers right now. But Cactus V6 Mark II works great with the Fuji, particularly the XT2s, etc. And you can plug that, like we've done with the Godox here, you could literally plug that into the back of your Neo and you're going to be good to go. Also, there's another product called the Robo Shoot MX, which is a really nice Fuji trigger that works great. But the point with triggers, guys, because I've seen lots of questions, what can I use? You can use any single brand of trigger receiver you want in the world. The only criteria are that to get the most out of Neo, it wants to be high-speed sync. Your camera's got to be able to do high-speed sync. And the trigger itself has to either have on the side of it here, it's got to have either a PC sync socket or a 3.5mm flash socket. If it has either of those, then you put the transmitter on your camera, you put a receiver like this on a light stand, like we've done right here, and I take a flash sync cable from the Neo into the transmitter. I've seen a couple questions for people who are saying, what receiver are you using? So right now we've got on here we've got the R2 on the camera, and on here we've got a Godox X1R. This is actually Nikon, and this is a Sony transmitter, and it's working perfectly.
Yeah.
So if you do shoot with multiple camera brands, then that's a great option for you too.
Is this the same technique with the EOS? Well, this is the EOS but on drugs, because the Neo 2, there's a receiver built inside. So if you have an EOS and you're currently firing it with the transmitter system, then this is the same setup. With the Neo 2, I said, dude, you guys got to make us one where it's built in. And that's what they've done with the Neo 2.
What we're doing, by the way, because I've seen some questions about, hey, what are we doing for EOS owners? So if you want to get involved with this ecosystem, if you buy the Rotalight Elinchron transmitter, we will give you the receiver completely free of charge. And that doesn't matter if you're an existing EOS owner or you buy one today, or in 2 weeks' time, we will give you the receiver free. To do that, you just go to rotalight.com/Elinchron offer. That link is going to be live later today. We should mention some of the promos we've got going as well.
Yeah, if you guys are a brand new Neo, if you never bought a Neo before, you can. Is it TTL? It could be. It could be in the future, but as of currently, it's not. But you guys know I could care less about TTL. So when I'm giving them advice, I'm telling them what I would like. In regards to the offers, if you've never bought a Neo before, you can go to Jason Neo 2 promo. Enter that as the promo code when you guys are filling this stuff out.
So just to be clear, you go to rotalight.com, put the Neo in your basket, and then once you go to the checkout page, there's a box for enter coupon. You enter Jason Neo 2 promo, and what you're going to get, because I have them here,
Get you 10% off. It gets you a filter kit and a grip.
So this is the filter kit here, and what you get is 10 extra filters. So you get tons of different colors. So you get some really nice makeup diffusion filters. You get reds, blues, pinks, greens. That's a really cool thing. You also get the handle, which I have around just here. So this is great because if you want to paint the light onto your subject, you can see Neo's got 1/4-20 mounting points all over the light. So if you want to put it on a boom pole, or you want to put it on a light stand, or you want to hand hold it, you can do that easily. So you're going to get the handle free, the filters free, and 10% off the light. Now, if you already own a Neo 1,
because this is what I told them, you're gonna piss off the Neo 1 owners. You guys gotta hook up my brothers and sisters at Fedora Nation. You guys think I'm kidding? I tell them this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But we want to say thanks to you guys for being loyal Rotalight customers. So,
well, it's because we're brothers.
So for that one, you go to rotalight.com.
He was just born on the wrong side of the pond.
Well, I mean,
I probably shouldn't say that when I'm standing in England, but no, he's my brother from another mother. But what they did was, guys, I don't have to drag them to this. They want to help you guys just as much as I do, because we are very grateful for you guys buying this stuff, because it's great gear that works, but we also want to show loyalty and pay respects to the people who have made the Neo 2 one of the best-selling lights in the world, and what will make the Neo 2 the best-selling light in the world. And so you guys can get 20% off if you bought a Neo 2. If you bought a Neo 1, you can get 20% off the Neo 2. And if you go to rotalight.com/Jason Neo 2 upgrade, Rotalight.com/JasonNeo2 upgrade. You get 20% off this light, guys.
So all you have to do is just fill in your serial number and a couple of details, and then at the end of that form, you get given a unique coupon code, which you can enter on the checkout. By the way, that gives you 20% off not only a single Neo, but also the 3-light kit. So even if you had only a 1 light, you can upgrade to the 3-light kit and still get 20% off that, which is a great deal.
I see questions coming through. Some dude, James Parrish, I know that man. He wants to buy 4 Neos, use them at a wedding reception. You will light that sucker up. Trust me, guys. These are great lights, lots of power, and they're very reliable.
Yeah. Some people are asking, where does it ship from? How does it work in the States? Where can I get this in the States? The best thing to do is go onto rotalight.com, place your order. We have a warehouse and distributor in New York. So place the order on rotalight.com. They will ship it out of New York, so there's no, we actually do completely free US shipping as well. So there's no shipping, no tax in America. We can ship anywhere in the world.
Other places, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So
what about Singapore?
We have a distributor in Singapore, we've got distributors in Australia, we've got distributors in Japan. So place the order on rotalight.com. And
use those promo codes, guys.
Right.
Save money.
And we will advise, we'll either email you and say, hey, we can ship it from the local warehouse or distributor, or if we don't have a distributor, we'll advise what the shipping cost is going to be, but we'll just, it's all very reasonable. We'll just pass on the cost to you guys from FedEx.
Can we overpower the sun? Guys, I wouldn't recommend overpowering the sun with a speed light. It's not going to work. If you're trying to overpower the sun, you need a bigger light. Traditionally, as photographers, we're trying to overpower the sun. We're talking about 600 watt second monolights, or we're talking about something like the EOS. So just understand that, guys. You guys got to understand what gear does and how it can best serve you. This light's going to work for about 80% of what I do. If I'm outside in the Nevada desert and it's completely undiffused light and I want to fire this from 10 feet away, it's not going to overpower it. If it's like midday sun, it's just not. But that's nasty light anyways. I think sometimes we really have to understand what and how to use light, guys.
Let's just clarify, I think, a couple of points now, because I've seen a lot of questions about that. I think a lot of people are getting very hung up on guide numbers and f-stops, and I get that that's important, but one thing Jason will tell you is with a speed light, you're never ever going to fire that directly at a subject without modifying it or bouncing it or putting some sort of diffusion on that, because it's going to be too harsh. It's going to be a horrible light. You could do it, but it's going to be a horrible light. And by the time you've diffused it or bounced it, you've lost half the light output anyway.
Right. Guide
numbers are based at ISO 100. It's not necessary on a modern camera to shoot ISO 100.
Yeah, as someone says, the 80-200, that's like the Evolve. I know exactly what you guys are talking about. I've shot with that. Guys, this is gonna spank it, and it's not only because I think something you guys need to grasp onto as well is the fact, and yes, I've loved the Flashpoint products, and I won't run away from that because they're cheap and they work. But this is just next level stuff. That's just being real with you guys. And so when I work with Rotalight, I talk to them. They watch the products that I use, guys. And so they're very curious and motivated to give me products that I can use for all of my work. So between using the EOS and between using the Neo 2s, I have what I need.
So guys, one of the other things just to bear in mind with this also is a lot of people shoot both stills and videos. You know, it's difficult to buy a camera nowadays that doesn't do at least HD, if not 4K video. This is the only light in the world that will do both. If you buy a speed light, you're not going to be able to shoot video with it. This gives you the power and flexibility of the continuous light. You can shoot what you see, you can adjust the color, no recycle time, 85,000 flashes, but when you want more power, flip it into flash mode and it's good to go. And it's no recycle time, 1/8,000th of a second.
I also see comments out there like the 8200 does, and I don't run away from comments ever. So the 8200 does TTL. Well, guys, you know I don't shoot TTL. TTL for me stands for totally terrible light. You guys need to control your light. If you guys want to go next level with your lighting, don't, guys, that's like saying, well, my camera shoots auto and your camera shoots manual.
Right.
Well, yeah, and if I shoot manual, I'm gonna be better at you than those who shoot auto. It's the same is true with flash, guys. Just being real. And if you've been to any of my workshops, any of my shoots, and watched any of my videos, what did I tell you guys about the Flashpoint? I told you don't even waste your money on getting the Flashpoint with TTL. This isn't Johnny come lately here. I've been no TTL for 10 years. So I'm consistent with you guys. I'm letting you guys know it works, and this is the stuff that works for me.
All right, guys, keep your questions coming.
You need TTL for events and weddings. Guys, 300 weddings I've shot. I've never used TTL once. I tried TTL, But no, you do not need TTL, guys. In fact, let me just say this: the way that I have shot weddings for years is I've put a Neo on top of the hot shoe on my camera, and I've gone around and I get fantastic shots. Now it's the next level because this is nearly twice as powerful as the original Neo, plus it flashes. So it's just a different level, guys. I just want you to understand that. So this isn't me just singing this tune now because this new product's coming out. I've been saying this for years. If you have followed me, you'll know that's true. I just don't use TTL.
So guys, we've got a couple other accessories we'll show you because people are asking questions also. So do you have that flash shoe around?
Yeah, it says, I shoot weddings every other week and I don't use TTL. Guys, TTL is, I understand folks out there always ask about TTL, and I will not run away from anything. The TTL question, guys, I don't use TTL because all you're doing is what is the most important thing as a photographer? It's your lighting. When you shoot with TTL, you are relinquishing your control of your light to your camera. You are telling your camera it's okay if you choose the light output. That's not the way that I shoot, and it's never been the way that I've shot. I want to control my light. I want to be more masterful and more artistic in the decisions that I make, and for me, shooting in TTL doesn't do that. Whether or not it does for you is something you have to decide. And if it works for you, that's great, and I mean that. But for me, it's not the way that it works.
So guys, we have one other accessory just to show you here because a couple people are asking about it. If you don't want to buy a transmitter, you want an inexpensive option and you're not that bothered about high-speed sync, you just want something that's going to be great as an on-camera flash for events, etc. Then we have this accessory here, if you can see that, which is a flash shoe, and it locks onto the hot shoe of your camera. And what it does is on a camera where you don't have a PC sync port, it gives you a PC sync port. You can then plug a PC sync cable to 3.5mm cable into the back of your Neo. This accessory, by the way, is $14.99. The cable is about the same price. You may have already your own cable. This is available on Rota.com. It's called the Flash Shoe. You can put that on your camera. Neo will slide onto the shoe on the top. And then for a simple but effective on-camera flash, if you're never going to go above the camera's internal sync speed, on some cameras like the Nikon we were testing earlier, that's a 3/20th. On the A6300, that's a 1/60th. I don't know what it is on the A9. Is it similar? Probably 1/60th, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading through the questions.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, so that's a cool accessory. If you guys don't want, if high-speed sync's not a big deal to you guys, that's a nice way to go.
Yeah, and then people are asking about, like on the Sonys, one thing that Sony did right with the A9 is they put a PC sync port on the side of the camera. Well, unfortunately, they didn't put it on any of the other previous iterations of mirrorless cameras. So what you have to do is you have to buy a little adapter that goes on the top of your shoe that has a PC sync port, and that will make it something that you guys can fire flash if you want to use a PC sync port directly from the camera to the flash.
So Jason, we were shooting all day yesterday in a wind tunnel. What would you say to guys, in terms of what distances we were working, 10, 15 feet?
10, 15 feet this was firing with a 1.5 stop diffuser on top of it, guys. I've also seen other questions out there about showing you guys videos about shooting in daylight and stuff, and of course we're going to do that. And guys, I'm just going to show you what's what. I'm just going to show you what's what, and you guys can make the decision. Going back to finding the right gear that works for you. Guys, I'm trying to talk about products. If I could get into the headquarters of other companies, not just Rotolite, and do these live streams and talk to you guys about these products, I would. Some of these other companies aren't nearly as forthright as somebody like Rotolite, and that's why I'm standing here, guys. If these other companies would allow me to get in there and talk about these products, I would. But they're just... These guys stand behind their products more than anyone I know. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, we're a family-owned business, British-made product, and we believe in the products.
Is it needed for the A7R2? Yes, it is. You would need that. Anything except the A9. Unfortunately, if you're a Sony user, anything except the A9 does not have a PC sync port on the side, so you're going to have to use an adapter.
What I should say though, guys, is we've been doing a lot of research and testing on this in the last few weeks.
Does it work with A-mount? Yes, it does.
The PC sync cable is not capable in general on any brand of doing high-speed sync because the copper physically can't carry the signal quick enough. So it will allow you to flash up to the camera's internal sync speed, and depending on what your camera is, you may never have noticed. What you will find is if you start going to 640th or 1000th, you get a black band across the bottom of the screen, or a part of the shot which is not as illuminated as the rest. So this will work great if you just want a cheap, inexpensive way of flashing. Otherwise, if you want to get high-speed sync, which allows you to go above the camera's internal sync speed, you can use your own trigger receiver, like we've got the Godox plugged in here, or you can get the Rota high-speed sync trigger by Lanier from the website.
And some of you guys are commenting, you want us to do it on live. We've already done it on this stream, so when this goes and plays back, you guys will be able to watch it. We have demonstrated that how this works, just so you guys know.
Yeah. A lot of questions coming in, Jason, saying, hey, should I sell my Neo 1? You know, what we were saying to guys is, you know, an ideal setup, as Jason will tell you, explain a bit more, is, listen, Neo 2 is going to be great as a key light. And as a Neo 1 only, you're going to get a 20% discount. But use your Neo 1 as a fill light or backlight. That's going to be a great setup.
Absolutely. And you guys saw me do that in countless videos, so it doesn't make your Neo 1 obsolete. This is just another option. I would use this primarily. I'd get 2 Neo 2s at least. That's just me, the way that I shoot. I'd want one for a key and one for my strong rim light, so it actually produces a really beautiful rim light, because you want that flash power. And you know, they sell a 3 light kit, which would be ideal. But at the bare minimum, the way that I shoot, at least, that's the way I would purchase it. But using the other Neos to put stuff in cool places, gel it, make it look really cool, this is what I would shoot with.
Yeah, and also, guys, if you took advantage of Jason's sale recently, just bear in mind, if you bought 1, you bought it at $199. If you bought 2, you got it at $175, and 3 at $149. You know, Neo 2 is $399. So you got
$399 US.
Right. So you got a great deal on that light. Even on eBay right now, they're selling for higher than $200, which is what you guys paid for them. So as a second or third light option, it's a great option.
Yeah, and then you guys are asking the size. Is it bigger than the Neo 1? No, it's the same size.
Identical. Yeah, absolutely identical. So all if you guys have accessories for Neo 1, barn doors, softbox, it all fits the Neo 2.
Can it be used as a modeling light when being used? Yes, absolutely.
That's one of the biggest advantages. Yeah. So what you'll see right here, in fact, let me demonstrate on this light.
Does it go into flash mode automatically? No, you have to manually do it, but it takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, so literally, so this is the normal operation. So you've got brightness on the left and color on the right. To go into flash, I literally just click both buttons, go across the menu that says flash. I'm now in flash mode. And you can see in flash mode, I still have complete control on modeling light level. And if I click and hold the button, I can change the color that it's going to flash at. So it gives me complete ability to preview what my light's going to do. And that's a massive advantage, because with a speed light, trying to get focus when you've got, you know, a very weak, if any, modeling light is really difficult.
Right. So, guys, we hope this has helped. A lot of the questions that are coming in, how many stops of manual flash control? I think there's 7 or 8.
Yep.
I think that, from my recollection, there's 7 or 8. How do you change the flash power level?
I'll show you. So again, in flash mode, there's the right hand dial adjusts duration, but if you click and hold, I can change from max to half to quarter, or I can do multiples of the modeling light. So 8 times the current modeling, 16 times. But so quarter, half, and 1 to 1.
Yeah. Maddie, say hi. They want you to say hi again.
Hi. Hello. Still here.
So guys, some people are saying, what's the price? So just to clarify, UK pounds is $2.99. That's Inc. VAT. Dollars, $3.99.
Jason, you liar. Okay, I wanna answer this. What did I lie about? Bring it. I don't run from anything. You say I lied. Tell me what I lied about. Go ahead.
So
you keep talking.
$3.99, 337 euros. That's excluding tax. But bear in mind that's before the discount with Jason.
Absolutely.
And so that, by the way, just to clarify, that is exactly the same price as Neo 1. Neo 1 was always $3.99 US as a suggested retail. So exactly the same price, and you're getting tons more features.
Perfect. Rod, you need to give Darren a... Oh, did you write that, Darren?
Nope.
Okay, someone said Darren needs a job. Yeah, Darren's our coffee boy.
We announced the discount earlier, guys. Just check the
Rod's trying to maintain his composure between all of my shenanigans. Lovely to meet you Monday. Perfect battery. So guys, what were you saying, Rod, that I interrupted you? It's $400 US. It's 2 something pounds.
£2.99.
That's just exchange rate stuff.
37 euros. Yeah. 3 light kits. £12.99 Inc. VAT. $15.99 US. The euro is somewhere in between the two. I forget the exact number. 13 something, I think. But yeah, check the website. It's on rotalight.com. So free shipping is US, guys, because we have a warehouse there. We can ship anywhere else. We can ship to Norway, etc. But there would just be a small charge.
That guy said, Jason, I'm not going to tell you what you lied about on live view. Of course you're not, because I'm going to prove that I didn't lie. Gotcha. All right, guys. Well, we got to run. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I hope you love the light. I really do. And it's truly, I'm just trying to show you guys stuff and use the influence that I've been able to gain, thanks in large part to you guys. So thank you so much. And I'm trying to help motivate companies to benefit photographers. Does it benefit Rod? Yeah. Does it benefit me? Yeah, it does. But guess what? It's great gear. It's great gear that works. It's affordable. And it's revolutionizing the lighting industry. Nobody else is doing stuff like this, guys. They really aren't. So battery types, again, a lot of the stuff was already covered in previous presentations. But it's free shipping's in the U.S. That's because of the distributor that we have in the U.S. that he has in the U.S. I'm not employed by Rota. Good show, guys. Keep it up, Jason. We have demonstrated the inexpensive Godox system with HSS. Yes, we have, guys. I've demonstrated that. Huh?
I said that.
Guys,
you
we'll
showed
finish
that.
with that one more time because this is coming up a lot. There's that camera. Let's just click it and go. Here we go. So, guys, this is an A6300. This is an R2 transmitter. This is a Godox X1R. Okay?
And the custom pack will soon you make on.
No recycle time. Works perfect.
Yeah, so guys, this is what we're talking about. This is why we even started this live stream. This is the Godox trigger system, but this is actually the flash point. You guys, if you've been to my workshops, you'll know this is the purple tape I put to make sure people don't steal my transmitters. So this will work. This is just the flash point system. You guys keep mentioning Godox and flash point. That's why we actually did this video, is to show you guys that this works with it. So you guys, if you've bought any of that stuff, you're good to go.
And this is a Sony transmitter with a Nikon receiver. Works perfect.
Yeah, you guys may not know this, but if you buy a transmitter, so if you're a Sony user and you're like, oh, they don't have the transmitter, they don't have the receiver for a Flashpoint or Godox yet, just get the Nikon or Canon one. You don't even have to wait. It'll work. When I do my workshops and we have all the different camera brands firing, they all fire all of the different ones, so it works. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it. I know Rod does.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. And if you've got any more questions, go to rodlight.com. You'll find the Neo there with all the tech specs. Otherwise, big thanks to Jason.
Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
This has been a Santa Maria Guadalupe. The link, guys, go to, if you want to upgrade, I'm just mentioning this again because people keep asking this stuff. Is the Nissan one? The Nissan should work, guys. And if it's high-speed sync and it works now, if you use a PC sync cable, it's going to work. I'm not trying to be redundant. I'm just answering the questions because they keep coming back up. Link. All right, here are the links, guys. The promo code, if you haven't bought a Neo one before, is Jason Neo 2 promo. So if you go to rotalight.com, you enter that. After you've put the products, whatever you guys want, in your basket or in the cart, as we say in the United States, just put that in there and then enter the promo code Jason Neo 2 promo, and then you'll be able to
10% off the Neo, handle, and extra filters.
If you guys already bought a Neo, which is awesome, then what you do is you what are you asking, Vas? Because someone keeps saying no, it won't.
Would the Elecom transmitter work with the Godox receiver? No, it won't.
No, it won't.
No.
Correct. Yeah. The Skyport is meant for working with the internal receiver on the Neo. And one last thing on, if you've already bought a Neo and you want to save the money on save some money on buying a Neo 2, get 20% off, go to rotalight.com/Jason Neo 2 upgrade. That's rotalight.com/Jason Neo 2 upgrade. And if you're wondering, what you have to do is when you go onto that, you go onto your you go onto the website and you enter your serial number in there for your Neo 1 purchase, and then you'll be able to get a code to save 20% off. And you find that inside the battery compartment on the Neo 1.
Taylor just asked how many do I need to start. Listen, we shot a whole shoot yesterday with one Neo as the key light. One. So one is a great option for portraits. They'll work great.
Absolutely.
But if you do want a great setup, 2 is excellent because you can get that rim light behind the head. So if you've got the budget, 2 is great, but if not, 1's great to start with.
Brian says 1 is okay, 2 is better.
Right.
That's true.
3 is ideal.
3 is ideal. All right, guys, I love you guys. I got to take Maddie down to London. She needs some playtime. So at any rate, Maddie, do you want to say bye? 'Cause-
See you later.
They don't care about us. They just care about Maddie. Oh, Zoe, get over here. Say hi. We gotta add some beauty to all the beasts that have been standing here.
Hey guys.
Now, guys, you guys gotta vote. Zoe works for Rota, and I told her she's too beautiful to not have her picture taken. Do you agree? I totally agree.
We're not going to agree.
Oh, they're going
That's
to
gonna
agree.
be awkward.
No, it's not going to be awkward. I know my fans, they're going to love you. So next time I'm going to shoot her. Or we should have a hashtag, Zoe fashion shoot. Zoe fashion shoot. Oh, look at that. Agree.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
yes. See, I told you. Look at that. They're going crazy. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Come say hi, Darren. Thanks for your help today. Appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah. Here comes
Hi guys.
The whole crew.
the whole crew.
Yes, well.
Yeah, look at that. They're going crazy over you, Zoe.
Oh, God.
All right, guys. So until next time, keep shooting. Never give up on your dreams. Find the right gear that works for you. And remember,
You only have one chance to get it right.
talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.